Wow, guys. Okay, so I have just had a massive revelation, and this video is going to be kind of a combination of a little bit of twin flame talk as well as south node and north node. And so guys, yeah, I'm in this video I'm going to be talking about Aries south node. So a couple of you guys watching, if not majority of you guys watching this video, clicking on this video, possibly you have maybe Aries Venus, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and possibly even Aries South Node like myself, okay? So this video is going to be geared towards, I feel, mainly water signs, fire signs, and Aries Venus, Aries South Node, Aries Sun, and Aries Moon. So I've had a huge epiphany, and maybe somebody, maybe an Aries out here, I guess probably can speak for me and help me with this. So long story short, guys, this morning I was thinking about my relationships, and I was thinking about, the patterns that I see within myself and other people around me. And interesting enough, my Libra is actually my moon sign. I have my moon sign in Libra, and my north node is also Libra. Okay, so for you, fellow future watchers out here, if you have Libra North Node and Aries South Node, then this video is definitely for you, and you could possibly relate to this video. So of course, Libra talks about, the archetype and the kind of go-to words of Libra is, partnerships, communication, stability, balance, harmony, fairness, right? And then with the Aries, archetype, or the Aries signature, I like to call it the energy signature of Aries, because fire signs are very, very expressive and, kind of in your face, and water signs and air signs sometimes tend to be more quiet, they can kind of keep things to themselves, but a fire sign cannot do that, okay? So Aries, of course, is, very passionate, very in your face. And then Libra is quite harmonious. Libra is really kind of about stepping back and analyzing things, coming up with a plan, trying to put things together before it even can happen. So in a way, North Node, Libra is very strategic, okay? The whole thing with the Libra energy signature, I like to call it, is about planning and, possibly compromising if you have to. Now, the complete opposite of that is Aries. So Aries is basically the energy signature of, independence, passion, survival, okay? Survival of the fittest, competition, being the best you can possibly be at life. And then you have Libra, okay? The Libra energy is about, kind of like blending in, wanting to come together, wanting to have things, work out in your favor with other people. So of course this morning I kind of had a little mental dialogue with myself, because I was trying to figure out, if there's any flaws in my own character that I'm not aware of, like part of maturing and self-development, and honestly, in my opinion, true spirituality is not just about reading books. It's not just about saying, oh, I'm meditating in the morning. No. True spirituality and true self-development is about being real. It's about being real with your flaws and your not only your flaws, but your good traits, your good personality traits, the good things about you. So not only is it about the flaws, but it's also about, the good side of yourself, what you can offer other people, and most importantly, yourself, how you can survive in this world, in this 3D plane that we exist on. So what I realized in my brain, right, is that, um, being that my south node is Aries, I realized there could be a lot of mental mindsets and processes and ideas that I've had for a very long time that could be seen to other people as selfish. Now, if you have an Aries Venus, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries is your south node sign. okay, maybe even ascendant for a couple of you, but not really. It's mainly just, sun, moon, and Venus, and south node. What you'll find is that sometimes, you can really be about, your survival, and about, being the best of the best. I've never met a Aries who hasn't had some kind of energy signature of being, the best at something. Aries are, in my opinion, one of the, if not the strongest sign for, self-reliance, self-independence. So you take, the Aries south node and the Libra north node, and what do you have is complete polar opposites, right? You have two different ends of the spectrum. So what I've come to realize is that, as I, you know, gain more knowledge and mature more, as you gain more knowledge and you mature more, you'll find that as you get older, or as you, want to have a more solid circle of people around you, possibly want to look for a husband or a wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, um, what you'll find is that your Aries South node sometimes will kind of want to pull you back down into a lower density of thought. Okay, what I've realized that sometimes my Aries South node can really have me fixated on things of survival. I don't know if it's the same thing across the board for females and males, but I'm just speaking from my own experience, and what I'm realizing about myself is that having the Aries in the South node, a lot of the times I have kind of this tracked mind of, okay, my survival, right? Like, honestly, like, my survival. How good am I doing at something? And if I'm doing something very, very good, I'm always wanting to perfect it even more. And then the Libra moon in me, and possibly if you have the same placement as me, the Libra moon, the Aries South node, most likely, or maybe Libra sun, different, Scorpio moon, whatever the case may be, Scorpio rising, Libra sun, Aries moon, Aries, there's a lot of different combinations with Scorpio, Libra, and Aries that I find in a lot of these kind of personality traits, a lot of people. So it's a tricky bag, okay? It's a tricky bag. So, if you are somebody out here who just found out that your boyfriend or girlfriend, or your soon-to-be husband or wife has Aries South node, make sure, I would say, that you are a stable person. What I think one of the highest qualities that I look for in a partner, in friendships, that you can support yourself. Okay, it's all about support. So it is quite a bridge to Libra, because Libra is about the structural support. Libra is about, if you can have a big family, or a nice home, or you can have your finances in order. That's really what Libra tends to be about a lot of the times. So that there is a bridge between Libra and Aries in regards to stability. Okay, so the common strands that Aries and Libra can rest their hat on, the air sign, the fire sign. So they both have this energy of, being quite passionate, okay, being transparent, right? That's what it's about, being transparent, being in your face, doing a lot of things where you're kind of seen, that's what it is. So, it doesn't surprise me now that a lot of Aries, can come across as selfish, can come across as not wanting to serve their partner, not wanting to serve their friends. It's just because, if you believe in past lives, it would make a lot of sense, if you do believe in a past life, that the Aries South Node person, is thinking about, how they can survive. That Aries South Node person is thinking about, okay, the ultimate plan to survival. And then the Libra North Node is thinking about, who's going to be around me in 40 years, who's going to be my life partner, who's going to raise my kids with me. That is the Libra North Node. So they're complete opposites. So I don't think there's any other better North and South Node to really have somebody evolve in the department of relationships. I think it's an actual perfect pairing that the universe concocted here for a human being to really evolve towards. So my approach, I think, with the combining the South Node Aries and the Libra North Node, is this idea of meeting in the middle. Okay, it's very Libra, I know, but that's what my mind comes to, is having a little bit of both. Okay, can there ever be a point in the evolutionary process in which relationships are evolving, from technology, and who's what in the relationship, and roles that people hold, it it's constantly changing, especially in this modern day and era. I think that it's quite difficult for a lot of people to understand how to have a healthy relationship. So I think that it's kind of natural to say that Aries South Node, Libra North Node would be for for the people out here who are trying to meet in the middle. So perhaps, you know, one of the goals of that journey, that life journey, is to meet in the middle. Okay, to be just, not only to give yourself self-love and protect yourself and focus on yourself, but also have that same balance with inviting other people into your space. Because, you know, me being an Aries, a South Node, a lot of the times that's actually how I see it. You know, I see it as space. I see it as territory. I see it as, if you're in my space, you have the potential to hurt me. Okay, that's how the Aries South Node sees it. But the Libra North Node sees it as an opportunity. The Libra North Node sees this as, some kind of master plan, some kind of, great grandiose opportunity to kind of make justice happen, to have balance happen. So, what I think, what I got from my own mental train of thought just this morning, focusing on what I can reflect on and what kind of information I can give you guys that maybe you can relate to. I'm sure you guys can relate in the comments. It's a difficult one. It's actually a difficult one because, if you do believe in a past life, chances are in your past life you would assume that, you were by yourself. You were in this world alone. I mean, I've always had this mechanism of, do it yourself. Only you can get it done the best. In your face, bombastic. I have Scorpio Sun and Aries South Node, so for me, I have a lot of domineering energy. I've had people even tell me that when I walk into a room, I command a room. And perhaps you're an Aries South Node, Libra North Node, and people tell you the same thing. Okay, perhaps people tell you, hey, you have a lot of power in you. You come across as very powerful. So, I've seen a lot of people say that Aries South Node is about, being a warrior, but I think that that's a good foundation. I think going deeper is just about the self-reliance factor. Maybe perhaps, looking into your own history, why do you have that? Why do you have that? Think to yourself, why do you have this energy signature of only I can do it and only I can supply X, Y, and Z. I don't need anybody. I'll be honest, the Aries energy, whether it's sun, moon, ascendant, rising, or South Node, the Aries energy is like that. It is quite independent. I mean, I've seen people say that one of the worst signs to get in a relationship with is Aries. Alongside Aquarius, Gemini, and other signs that are just mainly, they have more of the masculine energy and they're more independent. It's true. So, I do struggle with that. I am quite feminine. I am quite, I love to make peace. I hate drama. But at the same time, I'm kind of somebody who runs away from any potential drama. I'm the kind of person where I'm like, well, if I see a potential for that drama, I'm not even going to entertain it. So those are the kind of issues that I think that an Aries sun sign or moon or Venus, or especially Aries South Node, has to deal with in this life is the juggling of the sorts. The juggling, the Two of Pentacles, so to speak. The Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, partnerships, Libra, trying to see how you can have these two things coexist, and it's not easy. So everyone out here who is involved with an Aries, and you're waiting for your Aries to commit, or you're waiting for your Aries to drop their guard, it may take some time because they have this built-in thing and they have to kind of rewire. I have to rewire my brain. Whatever happened in my past life or whatever the case may be, I don't want to offend anybody who doesn't believe in that, but if that was actually a true thing, which I feel it has a lot of grease to it. It makes sense to me. I have to rewire my brain. Me going through. I've had friendships for over 10 plus years. That, thanks to my Libra moon, that's the kind of person I am. It's like, once you're here to stay, you're here to stay. You're either in or you're out. Scorpio sun. So perhaps you have a Scorpio sun. Perhaps you have a Libra sun and you have an Aries moon or Aries rising, and you're juggling. You're confused over what do you pick. Well, I would say just go with what you feel is right at the time. Don't force yourself to be in a relationship if you can't. that is just that is just the ultimate, I think, goal of the energy signature, and the chart placement of Aries South Node and Libra North Node is meeting in the middle. The ultimate sweet spot is to meet in the middle, and I think that everybody can learn from that. Okay, thank you for watching, and hopefully this video helped you understand yourself more, and possibly for watching, and hopefully this video helped you understand yourself more, and possibly your future partner, your friend, or whoever. Okay guys, catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye.